Everybody, this is day 12 of Imagine a Miracle Every Day, and it's going to be for November the 5th, 2023, and the chapter that we're going to use is Luke 7, and you're going to be imagining verses 1 through 10. Ooh, that's exciting. Now again, I'm out at night because I was busy all day long. And here we're going to start. Now, this is a story about the centurion's servant being healed. Now when he had ended all of his sayings in the audience of the people, he entered into Capernaum. So here's the scene that you're going to imagine in your mind. You're going to imagine that Jesus had been already. You're going to portray Jesus. And you're also going to portray all the people in your mind. So you can take a few minutes and imagine the characters. As you are going from one picture in your mind, like you imagine Jesus, then you can go over to one of the other people and imagine that they are talking to, you can be them talking to Jesus. You can do all of that. And a certain centurion's servant who was dear to him, so the centurion has a servant that that the servant is dear to him. And he was sick and ready to die. And when he heard of Jesus, so you can imagine that here's a friend, a person who really loves another person. They hear about Jesus and that Jesus can do all these amazing things. So what he does is he sent unto him the elders of the Jews, beseeching him that he would come and heal his servant. So he sends the elders of the Jews over to Jesus and beseeches him so they can get him to come. And you can see all of that in your mind. You can see that they walk over whatever distance it is to go to Jesus, and Jesus sees them, and when they came to Jesus, they besought him instantly. They walk up to him and they say something to him immediately. They're like, Jesus, we came from the centurion and we want you to come and please heal the centurion's servant. And you can see all of that in your mind. So that's part of what this important part is about imagining these miracles, is that when you see these scenes in your mind, matter of fact, I just want to butt in and just say I had a miracle today. See if I have some time later to tell you. And it was amazing. So doing these every day will open up amazing things in your life. And so then he says, they besought him instantly, saying that he is worthy. That he's worthy for whom he should do this. And and the reason why they're saying, oh, that he's worthy is because he loveth our nation, and he hath built us a synagogue. So that's what the servant has done, that they say makes him worthy. Then Jesus went with them, and when he was now not far from the house, so you can imagine that they all walk together, they get close up to the house. Then when he was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, Jesus, saying unto him, Lord, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou shouldest enter under my roof. So you can see that now somebody comes to Jesus and says, hey, don't trouble yourself because I'm not worthy, because the man who sent them, is saying that he's not worthy. So you want to see all of that in your mind as you are imagining this scene. So let me hold this a little bit better. Now, wherefore neither I thought myself worthy to come unto thee, but saying a word, and my servant shall be healed. So a couple things happen here. Number one, the centurion is trying to say that he's not worthy himself. So this can point to you, so you can understand that actually you're always worthy. And also, he has a lot of faith. He has the faith that Jesus can say in a word remotely and heal his servant. And that's very powerful. So that type of faith is what you are going to be able to understand. That's the faith that you have, and that's the faith that is going to be used to come to get your prayer answered. For I am also a man set under authority, having under me soldiers, and I say unto one, Go, and he goeth, and to the another, Come, and he cometh, and to my servant, Do this, and he doeth it. When Jesus heard these things, and here's another thing that's really, 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 really cool. When Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him. He was very impressed, and turned him about, and said unto the people that followed him. And here's where you're going to be saying this out loud, as you have been doing, reading these out loud, right? I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. And they that were sent, returning to the house, found the servant whole that had been sick. Isn't that amazing? So there's many things that you're going to be able to get out of the story. Number one, you're going to be able to understand that remote healing is possible, is very...
Good night.
Thank you, too. That remote healing is something that can be accomplished. That so when your faith is very strong, truly the power of God comes through you and can do anything. So that's the miracle that you are to imagine. Again, it is Luke chapter 7, verses 1 through 10. And as you continue, this is, like I said, day 12. By the time you get to day 30, and even if you're doing this practice every day, already as some of the people who are doing it every day, you will be seeing miracles open up in your own life. All right, see you tomorrow.